All right, now let's tell you the the Rufai story. Since his defection from the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, to the Social Democratic Party, SDP, the former Kaduna State Governor, Nasir El-Rufai, has been working tirelessly to build a stronger position to challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2027 election. In a bid to strengthen the party, El-Rufai is reaching out to prominent opposition figures, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, and former Osun State Governor Rauf Aregbesola, including former Governor of Rivers State Rotimi Amechi, to join the PDP. Well, this is even as he denied ever betraying the 2023 presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in Kaduna. There are growing concerns about a potential exodus of key politicians from the APC into the SDP rather. El-Rufai has also been vocal in his criticism of both the President, Tinubu, and his successor in Kaduna State, Governor Obasani. The former governor accused Sani of using the police to allegedly abduct Jafar Sani, a former commissioner in his administration. El-Rufai shared on his X account that security operatives arrested Jafar Sani on Thursday afternoon and quickly obtained a court order for his remand in correctional facility. Well, joining us to discuss this is Ben Kure. Ben was the Director General, APC campaign in Kaduna State in 2015 and 2019. He was also a former political advisor to former Governor Nasir El-Rufai. Ben, glad to have you join us on Newsnight tonight. I will assume that you've also moved to SDP with your principal or former principal Nasir El-Rufai.
Thank you, Indy. Thank you, Arise, for having me. And good evening, viewers. It is laughable to say that I have followed my former boss and Governor Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai to SDP. That is a mission in futility as far as I'm concerned, and for these obvious reasons. In 2015, when we came to governance, part of our campaign promises was to lead the people of Kaduna and give them the right things to reciprocate the gesture of the votes we got, and also to fulfill the social contract with the people. Rather, I will best describe as the governance that the former administration had, as simple as this, that Governor El-Rufai overdrawn his account in the emotional bank account of the people of Kaduna State and Nigeria indeed. Why do I say so? All through his tenure, he left nothing but pain, regrets, displacement, and also he burned bridges. A man who does not respect leaders, even former governors, he took pleasure in casting aspersions at them. And one will wonder, for one to ascend to the level of a governor, there are certain decorums that is being expected of a leader. And a person where he has been and seen in Nigeria as a leader, it is so dismal that a person of El-Rufai will come out to be making utterances that are unguarded on leaders, on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and many other leaders. We have Governors McCarthy, Governors Ramalan, and the rest. He brought that office of the governor so low. It is so dismal that it is not worthy of a person of such personality to come out and do so.
All right, Ben, apparently you're doing what El-Rufai is doing now. When politicians switch camp, they tend to immediately begin to criticize either their former boss or the people what they were in the party with. Why is that so for politicians?
Well, what El-Rufai is doing is open to Nigerians.
Is what you're doing now?
Definitely not. The truth must be told. You can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Okay? He burned bridges, and today, Kaduna State is peaceful. We have a unifier in Ubasani, who is God sent to heal the wounds that were inflicted on the people of Kaduna State.
What's your sense of the accusations he's leveled against the APC, reason for his switching camp to PDP? That the values he entered APC for, the progressive values, he's not the only one who is doing this. Some other APC leaders left the party too, based on this accusation.
Well,
can they all be wrong?
I want to tell, we are talking about Governor El-Rufai.
Yeah.
You recall that the present administration submitted his name for possible appointment as the federal minister, even minister of power. But the National Assembly did not clear him because of certain reports that were presented, security-wise and all that. And let me tell you, under his leadership, Kaduna suffered untold hardship and insecurity. Today in Kaduna State, the Governor Ubasani, has joined hands and working strategically with the National Security Advisor, the Chief of Defense Staff. Today, farmers have reason to go back to their farms in Kaduna State. And also, people sleep with their eyes closed. Okay?
All right, let's discuss the fact that El-Rufai, there's no doubt that so many people know him in this country. He's been a minister,
yes,
FCT minister.
Absolutely.
And he was touted, he worked very well then. He was in Obasanjo's government. You know, touted as one of the eggheads along with Obieze Ekwesili, former finance minister, excuse me, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Do you not see what is happening now, strategizing for 2027 presidential elections, that APC government could probably be urinating in their pants with his antecedents?
I don't think so. President Obasanjo, in his book, My Watch,
because he is wooing Atiku, he is wooing Obi. These two people gave APC and Tinubu a run for their money in the last elections. He is also wooing former governor of Rivers State, Amechi, and Rauf Aregbesola, former governor of Osun State, yes, I'm correct, who was, I don't know whether to say, sacked from APC, you know, and the CPC caucus in APC. Don't you see this as like I said, it could just cause APC to be weeing in their pants?
It is wrong to say that APC is weeing in their pants. Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai finds it difficult to remain in the APC now for reasons that, one, he did not make it to the present administration. The present administration is covering milestones in putting Nigeria in perspective, and this time next year, Nigerians will have reason to be happy and smile. These personalities you mentioned are very, very independent people who do not rely on El-Rufai's wooing. It is just a political brouhaha. And let me tell you, Rotimi Amechi, everybody knows him. Obi, people know who she is. She stands for the right thing. I doubt very much if they will join forces with El-Rufai because they know him maybe much more better than you. Because he says this today, tomorrow is another thing. This is a man that said, till I die, I will remain in APC. And that age that he has attained, over 60, there are things when you stay, you stick to it.
Ben, most politicians make that statement. Most Nigerian politicians, they make such statements. You know it's true.
I don't know of one that has made such. I'm talking to you about the person I know and I've worked with, and he has said he is inconsistent with his comments. If you go through, you check through the media, you will see today is one thing, tomorrow is another.
I know that he has moved across 4 parties. There's the CPC, there's the APC, there's the PDP, and then now SDP. What is the major challenge that politicians are having, or Nigeria is having? In Ghana, they conducted elections in December. You hardly hear of cross-carpeting. But here, it's just like it's normal for people like you, politicians like you, Ben, to move from party to party as if you're, I don't know how to describe it.
Okay. El-Rufai was part of those people who established or formed the APC.
Yes.
The fact that you are not in the present government, which he cherished and really wanted to be part of, unfortunately, he was denied that opportunity. And so he's envious of the mileages that have been covered and would have loved and wanted to be there. So he always wants to be the lead in a place. Unfortunately, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his team are making progress, and likewise in Kaduna. Kaduna State is now a very peaceful and happy state. People are doing well because we have a governor who cares and is focused and purposeful in all his dealings, inclusive in nature. People want to follow leaders that have such quality. The name Uba is a father, and indeed Uba is a father indeed to the people of Kaduna State. He has reconciled very, very many senior citizens of Kaduna State who folded their arms during the reign of Malam Nasir El-Rufai, particularly the southern Kaduna people. I want to tell you that today we are reaping the gains of strong support from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the visionary leadership of our Governor Obasani. For instance, we were just given a federal medical center in Kafanchan because of the hard work of the governor. In about a month ago, we were given Federal University of Applied Sciences in Kachia, and the presence of a military base is being established in Zangon Kataf, a people El-Rufai proscribed just about 5 days to him leaving an office. What a leader! Why will a leader, even 5 days to getting out or exiting your tenure, you'll be pulling down the homes of people? In Bagi Villa, in that process, about 5 people lost their lives. So you are talking of followership. People will follow a leader that cares. People will look at your antecedents and have reasons that unsolicitedly they will follow you. So I don't agree with what you are saying. It is normal for him to gallivant from one leader to the other soliciting. Time will tell. We will see if they will follow him. Governor Fayemi, former Governor Fayemi, denounced. He said he is not with him. Ninadi Usman, that was invited by Gabam, the story was that she is with El-Rufai. She said, I am still in labor. So that is the kind of a thing you see around Malam Nasir El-Rufai. He wants to be in news for this or for that reason. But I want to tell you, Kaduna State and Nigeria indeed have leaders that are focused, have leaders that are visionary, have leaders that have put together the things that will bring respite to the people of Nigeria and indeed Kaduna State. For instance...
All right, two questions before I let you go. One is, El-Rufai's former colleagues in Kaduna APC say, we're unperturbed, we're not disturbed, and we're not going to lose sleep over El-Rufai. Do you think they should be this confident? That's one. Then finally, this seems to be building up into a very strong opposition, positioning SDP to challenge Tinubu and APC come 2027. What do you make of this build up around SDP and then the earlier question I asked?
Well, thank you for that question. I am one of those that work with him and we're saying no, because we know the person we are working with or we've worked with. If you check him, he's like a general without a troop behind him. He's on a solo move, and that I tell you. And then SDP in Kaduna State did not even emerge as first, second, third. In fact, it is as good as non-existent. If you look at the quality, when you are playing a football match, you look at the lineup, you say, yes, this team, this is where it is going. SDP in Kaduna State is going nowhere. Obasani has warmed himself into the people of Kaduna State, just like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and no Jupiter will stop them by the grace of God. 2027 is guaranteed for Asiwaju. He's going to fix Nigeria to the expectations, and he will even surpass what Nigerians have been yearning for. It's just patience and tolerance and perseverance. We'll get there. Obasani is the man of the moment in Kaduna State. He has done so well so far in agriculture, in security, infrastructure, health, education. He's doing fantastically well. And even the civil servants are happy with him because very recently he paid over 800 million owed to workers in Kaduna State Water Corporation. He just paid about 1.3 billion naira owed the power holding company, which was neglected by the government. And let me tell you something, Indy, before we go.
Yep.
El-Rufai once said, if not for Obasani and his colleagues in the Senate that helped him to secure the loan he got to do the small urban renewal, he would have ran in shame out of Kaduna State. So the success and whatever you see, Obasani is the big man there. He coordinated that. And so people are happy because indeed we have a father that cares, a governor that knows the feelings of the people, a governor who does not add salt to injury, but will clean it up and dress the wound and give you a pie to eat.
All right, one would wonder still, not a question, one would wonder why predecessors and successors in Nigeria politics always fighting. One will wonder why. Ben Kure, former Director General APC campaign in Kaduna State 2015-2019 and former political advisor to Nasir El-Rufai, who is now in PDP. Thank you for being on Newsnight.
Thank you, Indy. Thank you, Nigerians. Thank you, Arise.